And we are here with Cyber Sunday, Justin. The night where the people have the power for one night. Oh, that's right. You vote for the matches, the opponents, the stipulations, whatever the fuck. What you? The screen popped up.
Swearing.
Yeah. It's gonna be a big show. We got to beat a 90. And listen, I tell you this all the time. We may beat you on the ratings, but there's no way. Entertainment quality. You always shell out a good rumble, so. But we're going to do our best here. We got a big show, and we're just going to jump into it, Justin. Are you ready?
I'm trying not to look.
We start off our opening match, a Cruiserweight Championship match, Lodi versus Six. And a decent match, Lodi defeated Six with an aerial brainbuster, and Lodi makes defense number 1 of the Cruiserweight title.
You don't need to rush into it, buddy.
Oh, I'm not rushing. I'm taking my time.
I'll just speak about the match.
Yeah, I mean... Listen, Six put up a hell of a fight, but at the end of the day...
backstory into why it's happening first.
Well, Six won a number 1 contenders match, and then won a singles match afterwards.
Double the wins he had in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
1 year per win.
And Lodi's wrestling, he's defending his Cruiserweight Championship against Six, and he won.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. We are backstage, where Chase Tatum and Hulk Hogan are watching Cyber Sunday. And Hulk Hogan's like, let me tell you something, brother. I am so excited to watch Cyber Sunday. But listen, the fans are voting for what they want to see. But, brother, I'm noticing that the immortal gentlemen, brother, are not booked. And that's, Jack, what the fans want to see. And Jeremy Borash is just there. Justin, I have this gimmick where, like, Jeremy Borash follows Chase Tatum around to interview him, and is like, basically just wants to be his friend. So he's just trying to be cool and hang out with Chase Tatum. And Nash and Hall, they say that they're also not booked tonight. And listen, maybe they wrestle tonight in a tag team match.
Yeah, why not?
And the gentleman,
that's the Nash and Hall gimmick lately. I'm not on a pay-per-view, tag team, fuck it.
Yeah, and the gentlemen accept the challenge. And we've got the Immortal Gentlemen taking on the Outsiders, and in a superb match, the Immortal Gentlemen defeat the Outsiders when Chase Tatum pins Scott Hall with a pile driver.
There you go.
So, good for them.
Yeah.
The Immortal Gentlemen getting another win, Justin, as a team.
Okay.
Goldberg is in the ring. He's got his Money in the Bank briefcase, and he is just, he just grabs the microphone, and he says, tonight in the main event, he'll be watching carefully at who wrestles Minoru Suzuki, and just know maybe he'll cash in tonight. And AJ Styles comes out, Justin, and he basically shit talks Goldberg. He says, instead of talking about what you're going to do, how about you do it? You're a man of talk, but me, AJ Styles, I'm a man of action. And listen, I can't think of anything that would make me happier than beating you tonight. And maybe you put that briefcase on the line, and then I walk away with the Money in the Bank briefcase. And then if that piece of shit Rey Mysterio wins the belt, I'll cash in and I'll become Universal Champion. And
Rey might not even be in it.
He might not. But Goldberg, he says, AJ, I'll give you one thing. I like your idea of wrestling tonight. And you know what? I like the idea of showing how dominant I am by defending my Money in the Bank briefcase. So you're right. Let's do it right now. And we've got an exceptional match. Goldberg defeats AJ in 9:46 with a spear, and Goldberg makes defense number 1 of the Money in the Bank briefcase.
So there's just a lot of matches being just made tonight.
I had to skip the go. I was setting things up in the weeks to come. But
it's on you.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not upset about it. I'm just saying. We had to set things up on the pay-per-view because we didn't get that extra week of booking. Mm-hmm. But Justin, we have here the Dudley Boys and Palumbo and Finley, and it was a biker bar brawl, Justin. They were all fighting in a...
Did you make this a special match?
No, I just made it a tag team match.
Why?
What?
Why?
I didn't think about it. I just made a regular tag team match. But it was a biker brawl, and Justin, they fought in a bar. There were patrons still drinking the drink, Justin. They were having a fun time, and there was a big old brawl. Chuck Palumbo hit Bubba Ray over the head with a beer bottle. Finley took a pool cue and fought with it. The Dudley Boys were throwing like beer in people's faces. It was a grand old time. But at the end of the day, the Dudley Boys did defeat Palumbo and Finley, and they retained and made defense number 5 of the WCW Tag Team titles.
There you go.
After the match, Fit Finley is picking himself back up, picking up some of the bottle glass in his head, and he looks over at Palumbo and he says, "We'll get him next time, kid." And Palumbo says, "You're right, I will get them next time." And then, Justin, 2 men enter the bar, and the 3 of them begin to attack Fit Finley.
Oh, that sounds cool.
And that man is Ken Anderson and Dave Batista. The three of them pummel Fit Finlay in the bar. And then as they do that, they look at each other and they say, "Let's go make last call." And then they go over to the bar and have themselves a pint.
Last call, like what, 8 o'clock?
Well,
Is Ken Anderson even old enough to drink at this point?
Of course they are.
Are you sure?
I have no idea.
I think he's 20.
I think they are. Yeah.
I think he's 20.
Yeah, well, listen, he's Canadian. He's really not, but next match.
Thanks.
He'll drink a water if he's not enough to drink. Of course, we're not going to break the law here.
I mean, you let a lot of people smoke and drink all the time.
We've got Beth Phoenix versus Debbie Malenco. And in a decent match, Debbie Malenco defeated Beth Phoenix, and Debbie Malenco makes defense number 3 of the WCW Women's title.
Second best women's champion in wrestling.
Well, arguably the best.
Arguably, but not.
Disagree. We have here Chris Benoit is announcing that he is injured, so he will not be able to compete tonight. And Shannon Moore it says that he thinks Benoit's faking his injury. He says, "I think you're faking your injury because you know that if you had to wrestle me and defend that U.S. championship tonight, you would lose it, Benoit. And without that belt, what do you have? You have nothing. So I'll tell you what, you sit at home and you rest your injuries. But when you come back, Chris, I'll be here waiting." Because listen, I'm sick of giving up my spot to people who think they're better than me. When at the end of the day, I am a former world champion, Chris, which you are not. And I am a former Cruiserweight Classic winner, which you are not. I've been wrestling the last 3 years, and you have not been. So Chris, I'm not scared of you, and I'll see you when you get back.
Benoit has more defenses than Shannon Moore has wins in this.
Well, you're not wrong. We've got Team Canada versus the Hardy Boys, Justin. The fans voted, and they wanted to see the combination of Rude and Eric Young.
What a shock. The two guys teaming up every week got the vote? No way. What a fucking ramsack of a vote.
And it looked like,
Storm robbed.
It looked like at one point, Justin, it looked like Bobby Roode was about to win, but Lance Storm ran in and attacked Bobby Roode.
Oh.
And the Hardy Boys make defense number 1 of the Cruiserweight Tag Team titles.
Okay. We're going straight in.
I thought I had a build-up going in, but I guess I don't. Justin, it is sensational wrestling and fantastic heat. Shawn Michaels defeat Chris Jericho in 1735
Scooby Snack.
with sweet chin music. And Justin, Shawn Michaels is celebrating in the ring with Kip James, and we see what stipulation, what happens to Chris Jericho now. Let's recap. He has to wear a dress for a month.
That's
Be Shawn Michaels' assistant for 1 month, or shave his head bald.
okay. Let's see.
And the winner is shaved head bald. Wow. Jericho turns around and eats a sweet chin music as Kip James and Shawn Michaels shave Jericho's head.
Actually shave his head.
I forgot, but I will shave it after this is over with.
What were you doing during this? This is a huge show, and you're like, I'm gonna fumble the bag on everything.
No, we're fine.
I know you're fine. The ratings are still good, but like none of your.
We'll shave them after this. It's fine.
That doesn't have the same impact in game.
Oh well, then I'll shave them. You know what? Then we'll have a live head shave on Nitro. Maybe they just super kicked him, and Shawn Michaels said, "No, we'll do this at Nitro so everyone can see."
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Because listen, not everybody could pay. Pays for the pay-per-view. You know, we've got families. Charging. No, we've got families. We got families who who may not be able to.
$10.
So well, listen. He wants to do this on free TV so the world can see. Yeah. Interesting. We got our next match, the tag team title match: Owen and Raven versus Hoovy and Super Crazy Justin.
This should be good.
And then about that great wrestling and good heat, the Unexpected Excellence defeat Juventud Guerrera and Super Crazy when Owen Hart submitted Super Crazy with a sharpshooter.
Yep.
And they make defense number 5 of the WCW World Tag Team titles.
Interesting.
We have here Justin Bret Hart versus Samoa Joe, and it is announced that the fan poll. Yep, and the match stipulation will be a submissions match.
Wow, what a shocker! The submission excellent master Bret Hart in a submission match?
Bret Hart versus Samoa Joe in a submissions match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Justin, who do you have?
Probably Bret Hart.
You're thinking Bret Hart. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a submission
well, Samoa
match.
Joe does have a coquina clutch that he's knocked people out with and a sleeper hold that he's knocked people out with.
Yes,
so.
But he's not a world champion.
And in an exceptional match, Bret Hart defeats Samoa Joe with a sharpshooter. Samoa Joe never taps out, though, Justin. He passes out from the pain. I don't care what that says. He passes out from the pain. He refuses to submit. But yeah, Bret Hart makes defense number 1 of the WCW World Heavyweight title.
Interesting.
And we have here Rey Mysterio, Sting, and Steven Regal. One of these 3 men are going to face off against Minoru Suzuki for the Universal Championship. Of course. And Justin, in a shock, I think a lot of people thought Sting was going to get the win here. But Rey Mysterio wins the vote. We get Rey Mysterio versus Minoru Suzuki. And in about that superb wrestling and great heat, Minoru Suzuki defeats Rey Mysterio by submission. During the match, Justin, the lights went off, and when they came back on, Sting came out and hit Rey Mysterio in the head with a baseball bat, which cost him the match. Minoru Suzuki makes defense number 2 of the WCW Universal title. And then after the match, Sting is standing above Rey Mysterio. And quite frankly, Justin, he looks mad. He looks pissed off. I think he's mad at the fans and at Rey Mysterio. So he's pummeling Rey Mysterio with a baseball bat.
Poor Rey just got voted and got turned on. That's okay.
And we get a 96. And Justin, one more for the good guys.
Take your 1, and I'll take the next 11.
Hey, listen,
your 1.
This is the sign of things to come.
Take your 1.
No.
I have never won a Royal Rumble one unless I do the Rumble first.
Listen, this is the sign of things to come.
You said that last year, and then you never won.
But listen,
you won like 8 TV shows in 11 months, and then no pay-per-view.
This is a new year, Justin. We don't live in the past. We look forward to the future. And as the future looks right now, we are winning.
Well, yeah, on the pay-per-views, TVs you haven't won yet.
But that's gonna change too.
I hope so.
Just
I need
you
some
wait.
fucking competition.
Just
in this
you
thing.
wait. But Justin, that was Cyber Sunday.
Yeah, that's a lot of run-ins.
Yeah, that's okay.
And,
It's crazy, unpredictable.
That came up very rarely.
Well, that was because we didn't have that week of booking.
If you say I didn't have my go-homes, you're building 2 pay-per-view matches on a week of build too.
Yeah, it's fine.
So it's also basically just no build to it.
That's okay.
Regardless,
We got 96.
I'm very interested to see why Sting just lost his mind right there.
Yeah,
Made no sense, but
he's mad. He's mad at the fans.
Why?
Because he should be the man. Well, because Regal's a respectable gentleman.
Sting isn't?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, but tune in. You'll have to
That's
tune
why
in.
I'm very
Tune in to Nitro to see what happens,
I'm
Justin.
very interested.
We always build to the next show. We always build to the next show.
Sometimes you don't, like the Starcade and then the week 1 of January 2002. A lot changed.
Well,
a lot just stopped happening. All the storylines of Starcade just stopped.
You build to the next show, Justin.
You built the Starcade and it said season 4, nothing mattered over there. It's all about now.
Listen.
6, you're a presentable contender now.
We will see you guys for our next shows. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 5, season 4 of the Monday Night Wars. Well, it's Jmack and Chad, and we've got a big show. In fact, some would say the royalist of shows. Bring out the red carpets because it's time to rumble. But Justin, this is the Royal Rumble. This is one of the biggest pay-per-views in WWF. And we had to bring out some big guns for this. Big guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big guest indeed.
A big guest, a big rig perhaps.
More like a fig guest.
Oh.
Well, everybody, we have our own WWF former tag team champion, our very own Fig in the house. Fig?
Hello, everybody. I've heard the rumors on the streets that Chad here has been slandering me up and down, so I figured it was time for me to make a guest, stand up for myself, and put this rat where he belongs.
First of all,
wow, I love it. Let's go.
First of all, there's no slander. It's called telling the truth, Fig. All right? You were the weak link of the tag team. You were the weak link of this little episode we're doing. And at the Royal Rumble, I will see to it that I will throw you over the top rope. And the rat boy is going to win.
I think you need to go back, you check your notes, check whoever you got on your team, your crack team, that's going over this, and
you
you need to
love
make some
crap.
firings and learn how to reread because you got the whole script wrong. It's going to be Chad down in the slums and the dumps like the little rat he is, and it's going to be Big Rig Fig driving all over him with this big
Damn,
Tonka truck.
I love it. Let's get into it before you guys start fist
I'm gonna
fighting through a
fist fight
Discord.
this man.
Let's get into it. Big show here. We are in Philadelphia. We're at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and we start off with the pre-show Royal Rumble for the pre-show championship, and the big win goes to Danny Basham. This is always random. We know this. And Danny Basham walks out of the pre-show with a big win. He is now the pre-show champion, the king of the men who can't get on the card. DDP was the final elimination. Joey Matthews and Steve Blackman was in it too.
I'm surprised Big Rig wasn't in this match.
Well, he's in the Rumble. So, spoilers. And thanks, Dory Funk. We also move on to Tyson and Steve Wright. And Steve Wright pins him in 936.
Poor Tyson,
What do you mean, poor Tyson?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot he was even on your roster.
Who?
Tyson,
Why? He was the first SmackDown Light Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, and what a time.
You forget who's on your own show. So I'm actually not surprised by that.
If I ever sign him, I'm gonna name him Tyson Ducks Goose.
Yeah, that sucked. Yeah, that was Fig didn't even laugh at that.
He did.
No, he
Fig, you laughed, right?
No, God, no.
he said no, God no. Let's get
I
in.
think if you name him Tony Duck Go or whatever that malarkey was that you said, you're probably gonna catch a copyright infringement in the actual Duck Go.
Here we go. We start off with a hype package for the Royal Rumble. We have Brock Lesnar taking on Kurt Angle, Stone Cold, The Rock, the Mecca of manhood, Sean Stasiak's here. This is going to be an absolute huge show. But we start off. I can hear echoing now.
Oh, yeah, I can go by this way.
I don't know whose it is, but it doesn't matter. We're moving on to the opening match of the night. It might be that. I don't know. Do you have me muted?
No.
Mute me.
Okay. Talk.
No, it doesn't matter. We're not going to test it now.
Well,
Just
no. I was
mute it.
saying like buy times, of course. Yeah.
We move on to the opening match of the card.
How do you do it through the phone?
Oh my fucking this motherfucker, man.
Oh, here we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. And mute. Cool. All
I
right.
don't know if that fixed it, but no, I can still hear it. Is it coming out of Fig? Fig, I think I'm getting it out of your speakers.
That's why I asked about this earlier.
Yeah, well, it's happening right now.
Well,
Hold on a second.
We'll move on while Fig is going through his technical
how
difficulty.
unprofessional.
Chad, you showed up.
Is that any better?
Yeah, that's perfect. Chad, you showed up 4 hours late today. I don't want to hear unprofessional. You were late and picked up a cough. You said, let's be more late.
I was sleepy.
All right, we move on. Our opening match of the card. Fig, I'm going to ask for your predictions as well. I do a big prediction thing with Chad during this, and we see how Chad can actually handle and keep track of my storyline. So I'm going to ask you the same thing tonight. Let's see if you can do better than Chad. Our opening match is going to be for a spot in the Rumble. 2 members of Future Shock. Only 1 member can get in. It's going to be Randy Orton taking on Mike Tyson. Fig, who do you got?
I got Randy Orton all day of the week.
Fig? Chad, who do you got?
You know, I want to say Mike Tyson just to be contrarian, but I also am going to go with Randy Orton.
All right. Let's see who wins in this match. Whoever wins moves into the Royal Rumble later tonight. The loser has to watch from the back. Mike Tyson gave us some of our favorite moments of last year, like when Mystico did a springboard jump through the air. Mike Tyson hit him out of the air and knocked him out.
Yeah,
that was our favorite moment of the year last year.
Sick.
But in this great match, Randy Orton defeats Mike Tyson in
With a punt
15-11, hitting him with the punt kick. This match had no drama, no drama flow to it. Well, yeah, that's Mike Tyson for you right there.
Yeah.
A good match, and everyone starts off 1-0, Chad. Huge.
Hell yeah.
We go backstage. We see the Gentlemen's Club. They're in the strip clubs of Philadelphia. They got boobs and butts everywhere. And Booker T gets in there last. And he says, fellas, I found the perfect partner. Kurt Hennig. The Mr. Perfect is here. He's part of the Gentleman's Club. Fig, Gentlemen's Club are like old veterans that just go to the club, smoke cigars, do the nasty with nice women, and that's their thing. Do you like?
Sounds like a very lucrative club that I'd like to be a part of one day.
You'll never get into the club because they don't let bitches in. They let gentlemen in, and the big rig is not a gentleman.
And that's why why you're not in there, correct?
I'm not in it because I don't want to be in it.
This recording's going to be an hour long if you guys keep fighting every promo. All right, we move on. No, we have our first world title match here. A huge opener. Kind of an opener. We already saw a match. Brock Lesnar, the most dominant most dominant wrestler in the world, taking on the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle. Brock Lesnar, world heavyweight champion 2 times, has never been pinned clean. Kurt Angle, the broken frickin' neck, the wrestling machine, the man that he says he's going to vow to beat Brock Lesnar. This match for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. Chad, I'm going to ask you first. Who do you got?
Brock Lesnar.
Fig, who do you got?
I actually had to shut my window because all the people outside were screaming, "You suck!" So I'm both Brock.
You both go Brock, and you both. Ooh, a 99, almost. But this match was an awesome match. But Brock Lesnar gets the win in 1903 with an overhead belly-to-belly.
Brock took a stump bump. Hell yeah, good for him.
Yeah, Kurt Angle actually suplexed the world's strongest slam, or whatever, the world's Olympic...
The angle slam?
The angle slam through the announce table.
Oh, man.
Early. Big match. Brock Lesnar is your winner here, Chad. We move on. PJ Black, the owner of the WWF at this point, says, you know what? There's no better way to stamp my approval of this company on the Black McMahon era than winning the Royal Rumble tonight. Does he do it, Chad?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think he does. I think he has a shot, but I don't think he does.
All right, we move on, Chad. We finally get the one-on-one match, the one-on-one rematch here for the WWF European Championship. It's Shawn Daivari taking on the Rat King himself,
here we go.
Chad Collier. Fig, I'll ask you first. Who do you got? Do you have the European champion, Shawn Daivari, or do you got Chad?
I got Sean because I can't be in favor of anybody named Chad.
Chad?
I gotta tell you something, all right? The streets are buzzing. The people are saying, "Parlez-vous, Francais?" And the European champion, Shawn Daivari, will not beat the King of Europe, the Rat Boy himself. Chad Collier regains his European championship tonight.
Well,
You've heard it here first.
these guys have a hell of a match. Shawn Daivari, doing his offense. Chad's getting his comeback. He's about to hit his finishing move. But guess who comes out to distract
I swear
him?
to God.
It's the one and only Big Rig Fig comes out, distracts Chad Collier, and Shawn Daivari rolls him up and gets the big win.
You
Shawn
suck,
Daivari
Fig. I
wins
hate you so much.
because of a Big Rig Fig distraction.
Listen,
You're
we
a
all know
cheater.
this was
You're a
coming.
cheater. You're the Big Rig cheater.
That doesn't even rhyme.
You're the Big Rig cheater. You don't get a rhyme. You're a cheater. You're a crook.
I'm sorry that I ruined your comeback.
I want my comeback. I want my comeback.
I bet you do.
We move on. Earlier tonight, Jamie Noble accepted both Laparca and Caprice's Coleman's challenge. So we give a triple threat match for the light heavyweight championship. It's Jamie Noble, Caprice, Coleman, and Laparca. Who do you got, Chad?
Jamie Noble.
Fig?
I hate to agree with them, but I gotta go with Noble as well.
You don't get to agree with me. Pick somebody else.
No, I stand by my stand. I'm putting my foot down on this. It's gonna be Noble.
I forgot right
Neither
before
of
that.
these 3 men are them.
I forgot before that. The Boston Combat Club are backstage, and Bryan Danielson, Chad. Bryan Danielson. Let me find out where I wrote down for this. He hands Nick Gage a fork. Nick Gage has a fork for the Rumble.
My favorite gimmick. I wish you'd do this to Fig.
But this match, Jamie Noble taps out Caprice Coleman and makes this defense number 2 of the Light Heavyweight Championship. A big win for Jamie Noble. Fig, right now, without knowing anything, 4-0 right now. So can Fig go undefeated?
He would have lost if he wasn't a cheater.
I don't know about that.
We move on, Chad. Don Callis walks his boys Kane and Snitsky to the ring.
Yeah.
Sorry. They take on Sylvain Grenier and Rob Conway. It's Kane and Snitsky. Team Departed taking on La Resistance.
Yes.
The French fuck, Sylvain Grenier and Rob Conway. Fig, who do you got?
I've got Kane and Snitsky because if we got the French involved, they're going to spend the whole match retreating and waving the white surrender flag.
Damn.
So give me Kane and Snitsky.
You know what? I'm going to go with La Resistance because I love the French.
Oh, Chad loves the French. He did say
Because I bet
parlez-vous
you he
or
also
whatever.
likes the movie Ratatouille because he's such a rat himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at least I know what movies are.
What? All right, let's move on. Rob Conway and Sylvain Grenier get the
look at
big
that.
win over Team Departed.
How do you say "fuck you, fig" in French?
I don't know. You're the Frenchie himself. You tell me.
Fuck you, fig.
That kind of was funny. Kane had a 90 in this match.
Yeah, not good enough.
But Rob Conway and Sylvain Grenier makes this defense number 2 of the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. We move on. It's the Women's Championship right now. Aja Kong from Japan, from All Japan Women's Wrestling, taking on China, who just came back from her stint in WCW. She claimed the WWF Women's Championship in her first match back. She takes on the biggest superstar in women's wrestling, Aja Kong. Chad, who do you got?
That's a weird way to spell Debbie Malenko. Let's see. I am going to say China retains because I think it's too early for her to lose.
Fig?
I'm going with the biggest star in women's wrestling. Give me the Japanese queen herself.
He's going Aja Kong in a dominant match, though. China will defend the belt once again.
Justin, could you just do a quick update on the scorings of the match predictions on who's winning currently?
So we move on to the John Cena Rhino match. Rhino, undefeated in single matches since 2000. John Cena, the youngest up-and-coming, brightest superstar in all professional wrestling. The United States Championship on the line, Chad. Who do you got?
I've got John Cena.
Fig, who do you
I
got?
hate to agree with them, but I got to go with John Cena as well.
Oh, God, no backbone. All right, I can see that. Trend Mr. Follower, not a leader. It makes sense.
You lost.
Chad, who got pinned? Who got pinned earlier?
Well, you know what? We'll see who laughs last in the Rumble.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable match here. John
hate
Cena,
this
Rhino have, but in a decent 90, by the way. Cena defeats Rhino in 16-13 with a spin out powerbomb, and Cena makes this defense number 4 of the U.S. belt. If anyone has the momentum to win the Rumble, it's John Cena right now.
He could do it.
He very well could do it.
I've seen crazier things.
Cena goes to give him a handshake after the match, and Rhino gores John Cena.
What a bastard.
What a...
A snake, like Fig. No honor.
We go back. We are shown a video on Titantron of the marriage, the wedding in the Barbados of Christian Cage and Lexi Fife. They're not here tonight. They're getting married. Edge was the best man. The Raw Tag Team Champions with Edge with Lexi Fife. They're celebrating Christian's marriage.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Fig. Give them your congratulations.
I'm doing a full round of applause right now as we speak.
Good.
What an honor.
You weren't invited, so you wouldn't know how fun it was.
Neither were you.
I did get invited, but I had to decline because I had a European Championship match I needed to win.
That's because if you weren't going to be the maid of honor, you weren't going to show up.
We move on. The Inter-Raw Tag Team Championships
That one got me.
are on the
I was
line.
mid-sip of my coffee when you said that.
Jushin Liger and Gaiji Muto, Dynamo, taking on CM Punk and Ace Steel, the twin legends from Chicago, the Second City Saints. Chad, I'm not going to ask you first. Fig, who do you got?
Oh, I can tell you who's not going to win, and that's CM Stunk.
Oh.
He's not a chance, not a chance. And Chad, you don't even need to say it. I already know you're a big stinky man yourself. You're gonna pick CM Stunk.
Chad?
You know what? You're right. I am because I know what wrestling is, and you don't, Fig. And I'm gonna go with CM Punk and Ace Steel.
Wow. Well, CM Punk and Ace Steel, probably the most historic tag team on this roster. Can they get it done over Dynamo? In a 98, they cannot. Kaiji Muto and Jushin Liger Dynamo defeat CM Stunk and Ace Steel in 1643.
What'd I tell you?
CM Punk was the weak link. So
What'd I tell you?
90, 90, 90, 77. So, hey.
Listen, Fig, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, can you read a clock?
I can. And the clock strikes 0 for you, Fig.
We move on. It's our co-main event. The Rock. This was supposed to be a triple threat match, Fig, but 2 weeks ago, Mick Foley broke his ankle right before, and he had to withdraw from this match. So right now, for the WWF Championship, it is Stone Cold taking on The Rock. Austin, who won the belt in September by beating Scott Steiner, defeated and broke the streak of The Undertaker last WrestleMania. He beat him at SummerSlam in a Hell in a Cell match. Austin has been on a roll since defeating The Undertaker 10 months ago, but he takes on The Rock in his biggest challenge yet. Chad, who do you got?
What? I gotta go with what? Stone Cold? What?
Fig?
Oh, I'm gonna agree with Chad.
It doesn't matter who you pick, Chad. I'm going with The Rock.
Wow, The Rock. Well, in an unbelievable match, a 99 Stone Cold does it again. He's on a roll right now. Defends his belt once again, defeating The Rock in 1944 with the stunner.
Hey, did you see that, Fig?
Fig's doing
What?
Did you see that?
Fig's doing very
What?
Fig's doing very well for not knowing the storyline.
Yeah,
so.
but I'm still beating him, so.
And we move on though, Chad,
Yes.
to the Royal Rumble.
I get that.
And I get that.
We move on. Do you want to make a prediction right
Yeah.
now?
Well, yeah.
Who do you think's gonna win?
You know what? I'm gonna go with Chad Collier.
Okay, Fig, who do you got winning this Rumble?
You know, that's the thing. I'm not a narcissist, so I'm not going to pick myself.
That's
to win.
because you
I'm
have
sure
no
as hell I'm
confidence
not
in
gonna
yourself.
It's because I'm not in love with myself.
Well.
And I don't think it's going to be Chad Collier. I mean, I'd rather watch paint dry than watch him in a Royal Rumble. I'm going to give me.
Let's see if he goes back to the list that I gave him.
Yeah. I don't need a list. I just knew.
So you know what? No, I'm not gonna tell you who I'm gonna pick. I've got my pick locked up in a sealed envelope.
Oh, nice, nice. So no matter who wins, you're gonna say, "Oh, that was my pick."
And what you're gonna hear is when the winner's announced, you're either gonna hear me hooting and hollering with joy, or you're gonna hear me crying because I just bet my entire mortgage on this.
Didn't we both randomly pick numbers? Isn't that who we're technically rooting for in the Rumble?
That is true.
So
Yeah, but I wanted to go for the entertaining aspect of hooting and hollering or depression.
I do like that too.
you know what? I will join in the hollering and the.
You already
already picked yourself.
You played your
You already
cards.
picked yourself.
Yeah.
You played your cards.
But
You
I will
don't get
hoot,
to.
But I will hoot and holler when Chad Collier wins.
Okay, that's fine. When he doesn't, you can cry.
I will cry and wah.
All right, let's start off the Royal Rumble here.
Let's start. I'm
Philadelphia,
excited. Yes.
Pennsylvania. It's the 5th annual Jmack Gaming Rumble.
Oh, I'm so nervous. Can I do the Bruce Buffer Let's Get Ready Rumble?
No.
I think I might get sued for that.
Yeah. Who's gonna join last year's Rumble winner? Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
And the
did win
winner
last year.
behind that, Sean Stasiak. Who's gonna join them, guys? Here. And speaking of Sean Stasiak, guess who drew number 1 for the 2nd year in a row?
I have to say Sean Stasiak.
The Mecca of manhood himself, Sean Stasiak.
Oh, wow.
The man with 8 abs. The man, he brings a mirror out to the ring and he's looking at himself. He's just, he poses for the crowd. The crowd loses their mind. Number 2 comes out now, Chad.
Yeah.
And it's the other sexiest man in the WWF.
Oh, Chad Collier.
Latin Lover.
Oh.
Oh boy, I'm gonna break up just thinking about it.
Oh.
Latin Lover comes out with his own.
Women are moaning in the audience at the sight of these two.
Maybe not.
All right, get a fan on him, cool him down.
Latin Lover comes out with his own mirror.
Oh.
And he shatters Sean Stasiak and then slaps his down and starts doing his little thing.
That's 7 years bad luck.
That's 7 years bad
I
luck.
agree with the rat.
Stasiak, that pisses him off.
Yeah.
It
No one
pisses
wants to
off
be
the
cursed.
Mecca of manhood who comes out and just destroys Latin Lover, Gives him a big suplex, gives him a nice clothesline. Latin Lover, he's starting to get his offense in. He has a nice suplex of his own, and then he shows off his guns right there. And 2 women in the front row fainted.
But I need to calm down.
Number 3's on his way, Chad. It's Rene Dupree.
Ooh, Viva la France!
The French fuck himself, the international champion. Rene comes in, hits a sick-ass drop kick on the Latino lover, and then takes Stasiak to the corner. He's starting hitting him. He hits a belly-to-belly on on Sean Stasiak, and does the French tickler.
Oh,
you know what the French tickler, the thing where he does his dance like...
Oh, yes, I know the French tickler.
That's the French tickler. He does the French tickler.
Fig, what you know about the French tickler?
That sounds like a good way to get put on a list and thrown behind bars.
Number 4, it's the man beast, our very own Rhino.
Oh, who's not happy?
He's not happy. That's what I wrote down. He is not happy after his earlier loss to John Cena. He comes in and he gores Latin Lover.
Oh, no.
Another woman fainted.
Oh.
One of the other women that came back to life fainted again.
Oh.
Not a good... He's not happy. He sprints in. Jesus, did I write him out already? Fucking Rene Dupree immediately dumps Rhino out.
Oh no, Rhino's real mad.
What the fuck did I do that? Dupree then does another French tickler.
Good. At least he's consistent.
You
fucking buried Rhino.
Number 5 is TNA World Champion Ray LaPon.
You mean to tell me Rhino couldn't last longer than Ray LaPon?
I don't know why I wrote him down so early. It's tradition that the TNA World Champion comes out and showcases his talent.
Of course, yes.
In the Royal Rumble last year, John Cena, we now know where John Cena's at. So is this Ray LaPon's year?
Could be.
He comes out and he hits a signature move, which is the jackhammer.
Oh, everybody loves Ray.
He hits it on Latin Lover, and then he hits one on Sean Stasiak as well. And he celebrates while the crowd chants TNA, TNA. Everyone's losing their mind. Fig, TNA is my developmental. It's my NXT.
And is it doing better than Chad's show?
Yeah,
barely. They're going close and close.
Our developmentals are going head to head, and my developmental's NXT.
Yes. The crowd is chanting TNA, 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 and then Rene Dupree, to the dismay of the crowd, dumps LaPon over the top rope. Oh. Does another French tickler.
Gosh, another French tickler.
Rene Dupree is up to 2 eliminations so far, and he's getting booed at. Number 6, C.W. Anderson.
Oh!
Part of Team Slaughter. He's having a great year. CW, using his brawling background, goes after Rene Dupree. The crowd is cheering because Rene Dupree is getting his ass kicked. And number 7 comes out. It's Johnny Storm, CW's teammate in Team Slaughter.
Oh, that's a huge advantage.
He hits Rene Dupree immediately with a nice drop kick to save CW Anderson, and they hug it out.
Oh,
Latin Lover and Stasiak are battling in the corner, and number 8 is on his way down to the ring. It's the United States Champion, John Cena. The crowd is losing it. Cena, he's one of the best young and up-and-coming talent in all of the Fed. He's the reigning and defending U.S. champion. He comes out, he's like a house of fire, Chad, because he took that gore personally, even though Rhino's not in here.
Yeah. He runs in and goes, "Where's Rhino?"
He hit all 5 moves of doom on both members of Team Slaughter before hitting a 5-knuckle shuffle on Johnny Storm. Number 9 is now on his way out to the ring, and it's former European champion and number 1 Billboard artist Jeff Jarrett.
Oh.
He had a song called Dixie that went number 1 and won a Grammy.
Slapnuts himself.
Jeff Jarrett, who just had a 100 match with Cena, stares him down. They go back and forth. Jarrett hits a big clothesline and a classic DDT on Latin Lover before John Stasiak comes in and hits him with the big German suplex, and he poses again. Number 10, Booker T, the Gentleman's Club member. He comes out. He's getting in the ring. Stasiak gets jumped by Johnny Storm and C.W. Anderson. Or he does by just Johnny Storm. What is Johnny Storm doing? Attacking Sean Stasiak.
Being a bitch.
Stasiak picks him up. C.W. Anderson sees what's going on and runs and jumps at Stasiak. And Stasiak also catches him. So he's got both of them in his arms, Chad. And then he throws him out.
Oh.
He suplexes both members of Team Slaughter out of the ring. And then, Oh, no, this was not Stasiak. He does it to Rene Dupree. My apologies. Rene Dupree catches them both and then throws them both out. And he does the French tickler.
Big French tickler guy.
Big French tickler. Latin Lover now and Booker T are going in the corner. They're fighting each other. The French Phenom is asking. He's while Booker T and Latin Lover are in the corner, Stasiak's recovering. He's like, who's next? Who's next? Number 11, China.
Oh!
The WWF Women's Champion. What is she here? The fan.
Check in on Chad right there. He's forked up over there.
Huh?
The fans are losing it. China hits the ring, and Dupree and China have a stare down.
Oh, I can't handle all the sexy.
They throw punches, and China takes advantage and hits a nice standing suplex while flexing.
Good for China.
She goes to the rope, and Renee Dupree stands up. Well, she's on the ropes, right?
Yeah.
Renee stands up, gets up from a suplex, and charges at her. She drops down while grabbing the ropes, and Renee stumbles out of the ring.
Oh.
China has eliminated Renee Dupree.
Good.
Unbelievable. China getting an elimination.
Au revoir.
China now stands alone in the ring, and number 12 comes out, Chad.
Ooh.
Whoop! Scott. Big bad booty daddy.
I'm gonna go. Where's Hoochie Mama's in the ring?
Scott Steiner comes out. He is screaming. That's exactly what he says. He calls her the Hoochie Mama. The big bad booty daddy is here. And they start going at it. They're throwing punches at each other. The crowd is losing it. But then Latin Lover blindsides her. Chad.
No.
He blindsides China. And the crowd is booing at this point. The crowd is, you don't take out the fucking... You don't take out
the
China.
Champion that way.
Number 13 comes out and the fans lose it because it's an old theme song. It's the meme legend. Kid Cash Me Outside, how about that? He's coming out to his old Dr. Phil theme. The crowd is losing it. Kid Cash on the other part of the crowd. How about that? He sprints to the ring and immediately gets clotheslined out by Latin Lover. Boos rain down.
Oh, no.
He's eliminated
How
instantly.
about that?
Number 14 now comes out, and it's a dude who lost earlier. It's the big red monster, Kane.
Oh, Kane. It's Kane!
Kane just got embarrassed tonight by Rob Conway and Sylvain Grenier, and he's looking to get his redemption. Yeah. He punches Jarrett. Just punch. Just not a move. Just punches him out.
He punches him out.
No, not out of the ring. But he chokeslams Cena, not clothesline, and throws out Booker T.
Oh, no.
Booker T eliminated. Kane also stares down and chokeslams China.
Oh.
But now that leads us to number 15, Paul White. Well,
it's Paul White.
It's the group. It's the Giant, the Big Show, whatever you want to call him. The former WWF champion, though. He gets in, and everyone else backs off as Kane and Paul White start battling in the middle of the ring. Two big giants. The two are just, they're battling in the ring. Cena and Jarrett are battling in the corner. They're duking it out. The large men double clothesline each other. And then number 16 comes out. It's the Rat.
The Rat Boy.
Chad Collier comes out. Former European champion, makes his way down to the ring. Chad enters the ring and hits all of his big finishing moves on everyone. And he even tosses out Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, hell yeah. Bye-bye, Jeff Jarrett.
Throws out Jeff Jarrett. China goes for a clothesline, and Chad drop kicks her.
Oh, good.
That sounds typical.
All is looking good for the former European champion until number 17, Fig, comes out.
Oh, feed him to me.
The former Rat and the former teammate of Chad was injured by Chad Collier in September, and now he just recently came back. Fig hits the ring and they start going at it. They start punching at each other. Boom,
fuck you, Fig.
punch. And then it stops because Paul White stands over him and grabs both of them by their heads.
Oh, no.
Remember, Paul White.
Paul White was our dad.
Yeah, Paul White was your father. Those three were a dominant stable back in the day.
Daddy Paul.
Fig and Chad look at each other. They stop fighting. And, for a split second, they start going after Paul White.
Oh, good.
Teaming up together to take out Paul White. They clothesline him, and they push him to the rope, and they drop kick him over the top rope. The Rat Boys
we did it.
Eliminate the world's largest athlete, Paul White. Chad and Fig are looking at each other. They just teamed up. They just eliminated Paul White. Are the Rat Boys back together?
Oh,
I wouldn't count on it. I would not count on this as a Band-Aid fix for a long-term problem.
the big cheese.
Well, the team is together for not very long as Fig dumps Chad over the top
Oh,
rope.
come on.
See, that's the issue. Chad rolls into the ring. He hits all of his moves all at once. He's always been a one-pump chump. He just too premature. He could not last that long in the ring.
Fig blows a kiss at him. Sorry, Bucko. That's what you get for injuring me. Or you injured Fig. You knew this was coming.
I'd do it again.
Number 18 now is out. It's Chris Daniels, the former light heavyweight champion. He's on his way down to the ring. At this point, China and Scott Steiner, they take out Kane. It's weird seeing China and Steiner work together so well. That's what I wrote. At this point in the match, it's Stasiak, Lover, Cena, China, Steiner, Fig, and Daniels in the match. Daniels hits a nice little move, but number 19 comes out, and it's Nick fucking Gage.
Oh, with the fork. Oh, I hope he stabs Fig right in the head
The
with a
true
fork.
hardcore icon is
stab
holding
Fig right in
a
the
fork.
head.
Fig goes right at Gage, and Gage punches him in the face and then stabs him in the fork, causing him to bleed all over the place.
Good. Yeah, fuck you, Fig.
The ERs and doctors have to come out, and Fig is taken to the back on a stretcher.
Oh, good. I swear to God.
Taking over the top
I
rope,
swear
I'm
to
okay.
God, if he does the
Number
stretcher
20,
spot.
it's another BCC member, Brian Danielson. Danielson comes in, goes after Cena, and Danielson and Gage toss out Christopher Daniels. As Daniels is thrown over the top rope, number 21 entering the ring at that point is Dean Malenko. All members of the Boston Combat Club are in the Rumble, and they have taken over and taken control. Latin Lover and John Cena are now going at it. China and Steiner are going after Stasiak. Number 22 and number 23 both come out at the same time. I think that's cheating, but they do it anyway. It's Ace Steel and CM Punk. They go after the Boston Combat Club, and eventually they take out Nick Gage. But the tension is palpable. Nick Gage, or CM Punk and Ace Steel, they're still not all together. They're not still all clicked up and all glued together. They still don't like each other all the way. And CM Punk gets clocked from behind by Ace Steel.
Oh, no.
Steel has finally turned on his Chicago best friend, and he dumps CM Punk out, Chad.
Oh, boo. That's okay. I know what it feels like to be betrayed by a friend.
You betrayed him first.
Yeah, he had to come.
Number 24 comes out, and it's the former World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H. The crowd erupts. And can he live up to his promise of winning the Rumble and finally being the one to cleanly beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania? He goes in, he's spine-bustering everyone. He's feeling himself. Is it his night? Number 25. Number 25. It's another former world champion. It's actually the only man to beat Brock Lesnar in a pinfall. It's Kishi. His big butt cheeks. He comes in.
Fig, someone check on Fig. Did you hear that? What?
He comes in, he hits Triple H with a huge Samoan drop. He throws Latin Lover in the corner and hits a big stink face on Latin Lover. He hits China with a pile driver until Steiner rushes in and suplexes Kishi. But at the same time, after the suplex, he passes out of exhaustion.
Steiner does?
Yeah, because he's been in there so long and he hit the suplex for Kishi. Everyone is out. Everyone is down in the ring. No one is standing up. Number 26, lights out. Dung.
Oh, here we go.
Dun. It's The Undertaker.
WWF Sting.
We haven't seen The Undertaker since August, when Steve Austin put him through hell by beating him in the Hell in a Cell match at SummerSlam. And now he's back. He gets the ring and he just picks up people and throws them out. Out goes Danielson. Out goes Steele. Out goes Dean Malenko. He picks up Sean Stasiak and he gives him a tombstone. Taker is back. Number 27 is Scotty 2 Hottie, and he does not want to enter the ring. With Taker being the only one in the ring, he cautiously makes his way down to the ring. He timidly, he does not want to be in the ring one-on-one with Taker. He doesn't want to get in. Number 28, Orton is all the way. Orton's on his way into the ring before Scotty makes it his way in, and Orton just throws Scotty into the ring for himself, and Taker tombstones him and chucks him out. As he's doing so, Orton jumps in and blindsides Taker. He uses the advantage, uses the distraction of Scotty 2 Hotty to take advantage and take out the Undertaker. Not take him out, but beat him up. Yeah. Get his advantage in. While this is going on, Latin Lover and John Cena are going at it, and John Cena FUs Latin Lover out of the ring, Chad. Oh. Latin Lover
came in number 2, and he made it almost to the end.
He almost made it to the end. Chyna and Scott Steiner. Oh, also, I forgot the part right here. Stasiak is going to clothesline Chyna and Steiner out of the ring, but Steiner spears Stasiak and throws him out of the ring. He saves Chyna, Chad.
Oh, I love stories brewing.
Chyna
and Steiner.
Steiner and Chyna hug. Is Scott Steiner in love? Question mark is what I wrote down. The big bad booty daddy, has he found his true hoochie mama? Number 29 comes in, Chad. There's only 2 more guys left. And it's the final boss of professional wrestling.
Raven.
It's Misawa. All the action in the ring stops to show respect to the man that's done it all in the wrestling ring.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Round of applause.
Before he makes it to the ring. Before he makes his way down in the ring, because he's a slow walker, number 30 comes out early. It's PJ Black, and he rushes in, and he throws Misawa into the stairs and into the barricade and throws him into the ring, and then immediately out of the ring. Misawa's eliminated by PJ Black.
Oh, wow. Good.
Unbelievable. They're so mad they start booing loud. Trash and beer and pop is thrown into the ring.
Oh no, that's littering.
Well, PJ Black is the owner. He's taking
Look out for forks.
Look out for forks. There's trash thrown in the ring. PJ's flipping everyone off. During this, Triple H is now thrown out. But then Scott Steiner, right? He gets distracted, and he's thrown out by PJ Black. And Chyna chases PJ Black out of the ring, right? Under the bottom rope, you know? Yeah. They run around the ring. PJ slides back in. Chyna slides back in, and PJ clotheslines her out.
Oh, no.
So Chyna's now eliminated as well. PJ Black is going at it. We are now down to 5 members, Chad. Cena, Triple H, The Undertaker, PJ Black, and Randy Orton. The final 5. Orton and Triple H are going at it, and Triple H takes out Orton. Triple H could do it. Can he fucking do it? He could face WrestleMania, or he could face Lesnar at WrestleMania, until PJ Black uses that distraction of Triple H going to the crowd, and he throws out Triple H.
Oh, no.
We are down
Game
to 4.
over.
We are down to 4. Oh, wait, did I miss that? Oh, yeah, Triple H threw out Orton, so we're down to 3, actually. Oh. So it's Cena, PJ Black, and The Undertaker. The crowd is cheering for Taker and Cena and yelling, "Fuck you, PJ." They're chanting, "Fuck you, PJ."
Yeah.
Taker, right? Has he double clotheslines PJ Black and John Cena, right?
Right.
And then he also collapses out of exhaustion. Oh. He's ring rust.
Yeah.
He ring rusts, right? He takes him out.
You spend so much time practicing wrestling instead of driving your motorcycle to towns.
So everyone's down in the ring, and then Fig returns.
Oh, Big Rig!
Fig. Was never actually eliminated in this Royal Rumble.
I swear to God.
He comes in. He points at the Mania sign. Fig could do it. He goes to the top rope to hit his big frog splash, but he doesn't. He's aiming at the wrong guy.
Oh.
And he goes up,
Dumbass.
He jumps, and Taker does his sit-down thing, or sit-up thing.
Yeah.
Grabs Fig in the throat as he lands. He gets up, and he chokeslam Fig out of the ring.
Oh.
Fig is eliminated. But
Good.
4th place finish for Fig. Way better than Chad.
Yeah, but I didn't get stabbed in the head with a fork.
Yeah, you did get...
Well, you also weren't taken out by the best in the business. You were taken out by the second best in the business.
PJ Black tries to take advantage of Taker eliminating Fig, but Taker no-sells his punches and puts his hands around PJ's throat. He picks him up for a last ride, hits it, picks him back up, and dumps his little dead carcass out of the ring. We are down to John Cena and The Undertaker. It's the future taking on the present. Cena and Taker are throwing punches. Cena actually gets the offense in and has Taker on the ropes. Cena gets Taker up in the FU position, but Taker rolls off and grabs Cena and puts him into the tombstone pile driver. He's about to hit the tombstone, but Cena does the little fall back thing and reverses into his own tombstone, right? And hits it.
Oh.
Hits the tombstone on the Undertaker. He picks Taker up, but Taker, as he's getting picked up, grabs his throat. Taker slowly gets up, chokeslams Cena, and chucks him out of the ring. The Undertaker is your Royal Rumble winner.
Bam.
5704. John Cena, the Big Rig Fig, and PJ Black were your final four, with Cena being the elimination. The Undertaker, most eliminations. Cena, longest in the match. What a match this was, Chad. How do you feel about The Undertaker coming back and winning the Rumble? Did you see it coming?
I mean, how could you? He wasn't even on any of the build-up.
Did you expect Fig to be in the final four?
Well, listen. Flukes happen in sports.
Wow.
And
Stabbed with a fork.
He did get stabbed with a fork.
he did get stabbed.
And I'm not talking a fork you'd use for pies and cakes. I'm talking about a big prongy fork that you'd use for a Cobb salad.
Ooh, Cobb
Put a
salad.
fork in him. He's done.
He got well. You
Stick a fork and fig.
Yeah, stick a fork in him.
You
He's
did.
done.
You did come back and almost win, so it's not like you have some resiliency, Fig.
That man owes
didn't
me a
wanna win.
European championship.
What was
I
that?
didn't want to win.
Oh, that's what losers
I just
say.
wanted to eliminate Chad.
And you did what you need.
that's
You
what
did what you
losers
came
say.
in to do.
Yeah.
You did what you came in to do. You
But I will
defeat.
say I am in extreme financial troubles because I did not pick The Undertaker to win. So.
There goes your mortgage. There
Yeah,
goes your
I'm not
house.
hearing you hooting or hollering.
He bet his.
There might be tears taking over this entire recording.
He bet his life savings on the for
Latin lover.
the Latin. He gave it a run. He gave it a run. And that is your Royal Rumble in 2002 at 90. That's usually where we go with Rumbles. I don't know why they only get 80s. Just, I think the amount of people in this game rates the matches. Like, the more people you have in a match, the lower the rating goes. And it makes no sense, but I don't care, because I'm always going to put it at my Rumble. This is the one pay-per-view Chad will always win. You can take one, I'll take the other 11. So go ahead and rant and holler for this one, Chad. So
I will hoot and holler.
Fig, you went 6-3. Chad, you went 7-2 predictions.
Because I'm the best.
Well, you guys both also were wrong in the Rumble, so I had that. But we'll see you for Starrcade, right? We'll see you for Starrcade.
Starrcade. You mean Cyber Sunday?
Whatever. Fig, thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure. Maybe we'll have you on when we eventually have that Fig Chad Collier blow-off match, so you guys could just fight.
For having me.
Thanks for joining us.
Fuck you, Fig.
All right. We'll see you for Cyber Sunday.